Hi, it's Leslie Zemeckis, and yes, Mondays are murder. I loved this book, Paved Dirt Road. It is the debut novel by Samantha Jayne Allen. I loved her character Annie, who returns to her small Texas town and is quickly swept up in the disappearance of a coworker after a boozy party. Annie starts to help her grandfather, who is a private investigator, to find out what happened. There is a whole lot of small town secrets, past trauma, and it is just so well written. Here is Sam with her tips on how to plan a murder, fictional, of course. See you back here next Monday with more murderous tips.
Hello, I'm Samantha Jayne Allen, the author of Paved Dirt Road. This is my debut novel and it's coming out on April 19th. And I'm here to share with you my 3 tips for plotting a murder, a fictional one that is. So my first tip is to always play fair with your reader. You want to make sure that all the clues necessary to solving the murder are somewhere in the story, even if they're hidden or rearranged, and you want to use red herrings and misdirection by all means. But when the case is solved at the end, if the investigator knows something, then the reader definitely should too. I think that the best endings always feel surprising yet inevitable, even in a murder mystery. My second tip is to make it personal. So if your sleuth has a special connection to the crime that they're solving, maybe something in their backstory that sheds light on the current investigation, or maybe they personally stand to lose everything if the case is not resolved, then you have raised the stakes for the protagonist and you've also emotionally invested the reader as well. And third, you want to humanize the villain and the victim. How the crime was committed and who committed it are important, but for me anyway, the why of the crime is actually the most intriguing part of the novel. And if you have a villain that's flatly evil, they're not particularly interesting. Likewise, you don't want the victim to be a flat character. You don't want them to just be a body. Characters don't always have to be likable, or their motivations don't always have to be clear-cut, but they need to be compelling. Or in other words, they need to feel human. So those are my 3 tips for how to plot a murder mystery. Happy writing and best of luck!